for you, that's what I like. That's what I like. Search by the fire at night. Silk sheets.
So, hey guys, happy Friday. Welcome to another Live at 5. I am dancing to That's What I Like by Bruno Mars because I had a Grommy send in their request. So, I hope you like that dancing. That's for you guys. Always fun vibes. I think that's just, have fun, and dancing is fun. Hey guys, thanks for the waves. So, if you have been joining the live videos this week, I've been talking a lot about bullies. So I thought I'll just continue the topic because we touched on bullies, how it affects you, all that kind of stuff. And we also spoke about, yesterday I spoke about the opposite. We talked about encouraging, how to kind of be a really good encourager and compliment people. But I didn't really touched on bullies and how it affects you, but I didn't really give you guys any tips on how to overcome it mentally. And I think that's probably the biggest thing. Like, a lot of us, get bullied mentally, not physically. And, the brain and your mind is a huge, powerful thing. So I want you guys to realize that, if you've got tips to overcome these things, that it can really help you. So if you're getting bullied, I guess the first thing is that it affects you emotionally, right? Like, you get sad, you'll cry, you feel really down. And I think the only way to overcome that is by building yourself up mentally and bring that level back up. So you're probably like, hey Kate, how do I build my self-confidence? How do I build my self-esteem? How do I make my mental attitude so strong that if a bully comes to me, I know how to handle it? I guess, we've all got our weak points and our strong points, but I hope that maybe what I say today can help you guys. And I'm not an expert on bullying or anything like that, and I'm not a psychologist, but I thought some practical tips that I use that might help you. I got teased as a kid, not so much now, but like, everyone always looks at other people and has their say. But I guess I want to go through a few things with you guys. So it's not going to be long today, it's super short, but the key for today is, how do you overcome bullying and how do you stop it affecting you emotionally? Okay, let's say a bully comes up to you and they're like, oh, you have ugly hair, or you have ugly skin color. Okay, listen to what they've said, take it on board before you even react. I mean, you don't even have to respond, but take on what they've said. So, for example, if they're teasing you about your skin color, think about, okay, well, is my skin color different to theirs? Probably, most likely, because they're not going to tease you if you have the same skin color. Then think about, okay, well, obviously that's the way they see me. So, yes, you do have a different skin color. And yeah, I don't know why they're teasing you about that, but, okay, so accept that that's how they see you differently. Once you've figured out if it's true or not true. So if it's a physical thing and it's something that you look like. For example, I got teased about my buck teeth. Did I have buck teeth? Yes, I had buck teeth. Was it something I could change? No, not really, until I got braces. So I got teased about the buck teeth. Then if I went back and told my younger self how to handle it, this is how I'd do it. I'd say, okay, do I have buck teeth? Yes. Is there anything I can do? No. Until I get braces, which means money, which means my parents can't afford it or can afford it. Until then my teeth won't be they'll be bucked. Okay. Is having buck teeth okay? Yeah, of course it is. Like, no, there's no such thing as normal, and there's no such thing as perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect human being, and there's no such thing as a normal way to look. So once you guys realize that, that's the most important thing. Like, a lot of teasing will come from what you look like and then what you do. So if you guys can realize that there's no such thing as normal, then you're winning. So buck teeth, I guess, stood out because not everyone had buck teeth. So for me, I had to wait years and years and years. And so I think the thing I would say to myself is to just say, yes, my teeth are bucked and there's nothing I can do about it, but it's okay. I'm still beautiful and it doesn't matter about my teeth being crooked. Okay, so once you can accept that and truly accept it, like there's nothing you can change about the way you look. You know, you guys have to realize that, and you have to accept who you are and what you look like. So once you figure out if it's true or not, then you've got to realize, what do you actually believe? What in your heart, like, do you believe it is okay to have buck teeth, or do you believe, no, I'm ugly with buck teeth? And that's all on you guys. You guys have to tell yourself and realize what it is that you actually believe. So you have to figure it out. So if you believe that buck teeth is truly ugly, then that's something you really need to switch over, because it's not ugly. There's no such thing as ugly. You guys need to realize that. So then once you figure out if it's true, then you've got to realize the truth and what you believe. That's the most important part about all of this. So once you believe that buck teeth isn't ugly and you're beautiful just the way you are, then you've got to focus on that, and you've got to make sure you tell yourself, yes, it's okay, the way I look, it's all right. So then when someone comes to you, it's not going to affect you as much, because you've already accepted the fact that yes, you do have buck teeth, yes, everyone can see it, but deep down inside you believe that you are still beautiful even though you have buck teeth. So when they come to you and tease you about it, you're going to be like, yeah, I have buck teeth, so what? And then imagine what they're going to say, what their response will be. They'll be like, okay. And they might say, well, buck teeth are ugly. And be like, well, I don't think so. I think I'm beautiful just the way I am with my buck teeth. And they'll be like, and they won't know what to say, because if you bring to light the situation and that you've already accepted it, then they can't really make fun of you about it, because you've already accepted it, and then they've got nothing to say back to you. So it's kind of like your comeback is that you already believe it and accept it. So you also need to accept that someone else's opinion is their thoughts and their opinion, and you really do need to accept that for them, because they're entitled to an opinion. Even though if you think it's wrong or right, it doesn't matter. It's still their opinion. Their opinion does count, but it doesn't matter. So you do need to acknowledge that that's their thoughts, and that's okay. And it can be totally different to yours. It's just like everything in life. Everyone has their opinion on things, and that's their opinion, and that's fine. So then once you've figured out that, what you believe, what's true, maybe tried that comeback with them, then you've got to accept what their thoughts are and that their opinion counts, but it doesn't truly matter. And in all of this, if the bully is someone that means something to you, then I would talk it through with them, because you don't want to lose a relationship from something so silly. So guys, I hope that's helped you today. Overcoming bullies starts within here and here. So if you can accept everything for who you are and what you look like and everything that you do, and accept that that's who you are, as long as you believe that, then, and believe it's okay, then the bullies aren't going to have a chance to bully you. Okay, so I'd love to hear from you guys. I would love to get DMs. I've had heaps of DMs come in and say how much these videos have helped. So I'd love to know what you kind of believe about yourself, or what people have teased you about, and maybe something that you're going to start practicing, I guess, to accept for yourself. So for me, it was buck teeth. So what are you going to accept about yourself and believe that about yourself that the bullies can't tease you about anymore? Because I'd love to hear it. So let's not give these bullies a chance, because overall, if you can do these things, they're not going to have any platform to work with, because you've already overcome it. So it's not going to affect you. You're going to go home happy, and they're going to go home and they're going to be like, oh, that person's really confident. I'm probably just going to stop bullying them now. So I'd love to see how it plans out for you guys, and I hope you have a rad weekend, and please DM me if this has helped, because I really love hearing your feedback. And I'll finish it off with the dance again.
Lucky for you, that's what I like. That's what I like.
See See you guys.